Have you ever felt like no matter how many people are around you, you still feel alone? You may be surrounded by friends, family, or even hundreds of followers on social media, yet something feels missing. It's like there's an invisible distance between you and the world around you, a gap that even the best of friends or family members can't seem to fill. This feeling is more common than most people admit, and it's one of the hardest emotions to bear. But what if I told you there's a friend who can fill that void, who is closer to you than anyone in the world, and who is ready to listen, guide, and uplift you whenever you call? This friend isn't someone you'll find among people. This friend is Allah, the Creator who knows you better than you know yourself, who understands every struggle and every triumph, and who will never leave you feeling unheard or alone. When you make Allah your best friend, life's challenges don't disappear, but they become easier to face. Your worries feel lighter, and solitude becomes a time of peace rather than loneliness. This kind of friendship doesn't just give you strength, it gives you a purpose, a sense of direction, and a feeling of being truly, deeply loved. In this video, let's journey together into what it means to have Allah as your closest friend. We'll explore how turning to Him brings peace, how solitude transforms into moments of deep connection, and how making Allah your best friend can change the way you see yourself and your life. If you've been searching for comfort, a sense of belonging, or a reason to feel hopeful again, let's uncover how finding that connection with Allah might just be what your heart needs. Before we continue, if this video resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights on building a life that's filled with peace, purpose, and connection to Allah. Chapter 1: Discovering Allah's Friendship in Your Heart. At some point, most of us have longed for a friendship that's entirely accepting, a relationship where we don't have to hide parts of ourselves or fear judgment. But every human friendship has its limits. No matter how much someone loves us, there will be times when they misunderstand, disappoint, or even hurt us, intentionally or unintentionally. People have their own battles to face, and they can't always be there for us, no matter how much they may want to. But Allah, He's different. Imagine having a friend who understands every single thought in your mind before you even say a word. Someone who knows every experience you've ever been through, every heartbreak, every moment of happiness, and every secret. Allah tells us in the Quran, Surah Kahf, verse 16, we are closer to Him than His jugular vein. Imagine that closeness, a constant presence in your life who's closer to you than your own heartbeat, always aware, always understanding. When you make Allah your best friend, you unlock a level of comfort and understanding that no human being can give. You start to realize that you're never truly alone, not in your happiest moments, not in your darkest days. He's there when you're laughing, and He's there when you're in tears, listening to every silent prayer, every whispered hope. In fact, every time you turn to Allah, you're reminded of how completely He knows and understands you. And unlike human friendships that may shift or fade with time, Allah's friendship is eternal, steadfast, and unwavering. He never grows tired of hearing from you, and no matter how many times you come to Him, He's always there, ready to listen. This kind of friendship is profound. When Allah is your best friend, you no longer feel the need to rely solely on people for your happiness or security. You start to feel a unique kind of strength, a strength that comes from knowing that your truest friend, the one who controls everything in the universe, is always there for you, with love and care that never end. Chapter 2: Turning Loneliness into Strength with Allah. In today's world, we're constantly told to avoid being alone. We live in a society that praises social connections, constant interaction, and staying busy. But there's a kind of magic in solitude, a chance to truly connect with Allah, to find peace in the quiet moments where it's just you and your Creator. Think about the life of Prophet Muhammad. Before he received revelation, he would spend long hours in solitude in the cave of Hira. Away from society, he sought moments of peace, introspection, and connection with Allah. And it was in that quiet space, in the stillness, that he received the first revelation. Solitude became a moment of clarity, strength, and connection with Allah. Sometimes, being alone isn't a punishment, it's a blessing, a moment to turn inward and seek Allah's presence. In Surah Ar-Ra'd, Allah says, unquestionably, by the remembrance of Allah hearts are assured. When you feel alone, take a moment to remember Allah. Speak to Him, share your worries and hopes, and let yourself feel His comfort wash over you. In these moments, loneliness transforms from an empty feeling to one of deep connection. In solitude, when the world feels distant, remember that Allah is near. These quiet times give you a chance to grow closer to Him, to reflect, and to find strength. Solitude doesn't have to be something we fear, it can be a time to discover a unique peace and strength within ourselves that's only possible through Allah's companionship. Chapter 3, How to Make Allah Your Closest Friend. Building a friendship with Allah is a beautiful journey. Just like with any friendship, it requires sincerity, time, and effort. Start by speaking to Him from your heart. You don't need perfect words or a specific time of day. Allah is always there, listening to every word, understanding every feeling. One of the best ways to strengthen this friendship is through dua, or prayer. Think of dua as a personal conversation with Allah. Share your worries, your dreams, and even the little things that make you happy. In Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah says, "When my servants ask you concerning me, indeed I am near. I respond to the invocation of the supplicant when he calls upon me." Remember, Allah is Alwad, the most loving. His love isn't based on conditions. He knows every part of you, even the parts you hide from others, and yet He loves you unconditionally. When you make Him your closest friend, you experience a kind of love and care that's beyond anything the world can offer. This friendship is special because it's built on a deep understanding and trust. With Allah, you don't need to pretend or hide. He sees you fully, and loves you despite your flaws. Speak to Him daily, confide in Him, and ask for His guidance. This friendship brings peace to your heart, and it allows you to navigate life's challenges with confidence, knowing that you have the support of the one who knows what's best for you. Chapter 4, Inner Peace and Resilience Through Allah's Friendship. When you build this bond with Allah, you experience a peace that's difficult to put into words. It's a peace that doesn't depend on external factors, on everything going perfectly in your life, or on the people around you. Instead, it's a peace that comes from within, one that stems from a deep, unwavering trust in Allah. You start to feel as if your heart has found a place to rest, a safe haven that's immune to the chaos of the outside world. This peace is a rare gift, and it's one that only grows stronger the closer you get to Allah. Life's challenges may still come, and difficulties may still arise, but they no longer feel like storms that can destroy you. Instead, they become waves that you're able to ride with grace, knowing that Allah is with you every step of the way. There's something profound in the words of Ibn Qayyim when he said, "If Allah is with you, whom do you have to fear? And if He is against you, what hope do you have?" This thought alone can fill your heart with courage. It's a reminder that when you have Allah by your side, you have the greatest ally you could ever need. Imagine facing life's struggles, disappointments, and fears, but doing so with the knowledge that Allah is your constant support. When you truly internalize this, your outlook on life begins to shift. You're no longer afraid of what the future holds, because you know that whatever comes your way, Allah's wisdom and mercy will guide you through it. You begin to see each moment, even the hard ones, as an opportunity to deepen your trust in Him and strengthen your connection. When Allah is your closest friend, you also gain a new perspective on pain and hardship. No longer do you view challenges as mere obstacles or as punishments, but as moments designed by Allah to help you grow. Each test becomes a stepping stone towards a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. This doesn't mean that pain disappears or that life becomes easy. But it does mean that you're equipped with the inner strength to face whatever comes, because you understand that there's a purpose behind every challenge. In Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah says, "Allah does not burden a soul beyond that it can bear." When you remember this, you realize that each difficulty is something you're capable of enduring, and that Allah has designed your path in a way that ultimately benefits you, even if it's hard to see at the moment. This friendship with Allah instills a unique resilience in your heart. It's the kind of resilience that comes not from your own strength, but from your reliance on Allah's strength. You no longer have to rely on your own limited abilities to get through tough times. Instead, you rely on the one who created you, the one who knows exactly what you need, and the one who has control over everything in existence. This resilience means that when you face loss, you're able to find comfort in Allah's plan. When you face disappointment, you remember that Allah's wisdom is greater than yours, and that He might be saving you from something that's not good for you. And when you face fear, you remind yourself that Allah is the best protector, and there's nothing in this world or the next that He can't shield you from. This resilience also changes the way you handle success and joy. Rather than feeling pride in your own achievements, you recognize Allah's role in every blessing you receive. You start to feel gratitude for everything, big or small, because you understand that every gift, every opportunity, every moment of happiness is a reminder of Allah's kindness towards you. And in times of abundance, you find yourself turning to Him even more, knowing that every blessing you enjoy is only from His grace. As you continue to build this friendship with Allah, you'll notice that your heart feels lighter. You no longer carry the weight of every worry, every disappointment, and every fear on your own. You learn to hand these over to Allah, trusting that He will take care of you in ways you can't even imagine. This is where true inner peace comes from, knowing that you don't have to have all the answers, because Allah does. You don't have to plan every detail, because Allah is the best of planners. And you don't have to control everything, because Allah's control is far beyond what you could ever achieve. In Surah At-Tawbah, Allah tells us, "Say, never will we be struck except by what Allah has decreed for us, He is our protector. And upon Allah let the believers rely." When you fully embrace Allah's friendship, this verse becomes a source of immense comfort. You realize that nothing in your life is random or without purpose. Every experience, every joy, and every hardship is a part of Allah's perfect plan for you. And with that realization, you're able to approach life with a kind of peace and resilience that nothing else can give. So, as you build this friendship with Allah, remember that you're not just strengthening your faith. You're also equipping yourself with an inner peace that will carry you through life's ups and downs. You're building a resilience that will enable you to face any hardship with confidence, knowing that Allah's friendship is the greatest strength you could ever have. Chapter 5, Finding Your Strength in Allah's Friendship. So, when you feel alone or misunderstood, remember that solitude is not the same as loneliness. Take these moments as opportunities to draw closer to Allah, to find peace in His companionship, and to strengthen your heart. Because when Allah is your best friend, you never truly feel alone. You find comfort in solitude, strength in hardship, and a love that transcends all worldly connections. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If this video resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights on building a life that's filled with peace, purpose, and connection to Allah.